Hello and welcome to JP Squared. How are you, Jesse?
Oh, I'm fine. Which way are you looking? I hope you're looking the right way or else this is going to look stupid. I'm looking to my right, so...
Well, good, because I'm looking to my left.
See, that's weird because normally, I'm always on the...
Oh, no.
Right?
We're sitting on the wrong side. Well, sorry.
Yeah, this looks weird to people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everything's weird nowadays, so let's just, embrace the weirdness.
Embrace the weirdness.
All
Jinx.
Right. Oh, boy.
Okay. Virtual jinx. That's probably never happened. So, do you know what else is special about this episode, Jesse?
Oh, tell me. Actually, I already know, so...
I'll tell everybody else. How about that?
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah. We have a special guest and sponsor. It's my little sister, Emily. Welcome to the show.
Yay.
Thank you.
And you were so gracious as to sponsor us with your delicious coffee. Why don't you show everybody what you got? Clinch River Coffee Co. She's the owner and operator in Tennessee. Do you want to give some specifics? Where Tennessee? I don't know. I've never been there.
We're in Clinton, Tennessee. It's nearby Knoxville. A small town, tiny coffee shop.
Small town, even smaller coffee shop.
But because of and stuff, I started selling online. So that's where you guys can look.
Yeah, so if you're not in that small town in Tennessee, you can get it online. Can I have some of this? Have some of this?
Yeah, of course. All right, ready to catch?
Yes.
How's this gonna work?
Whee! Oh, wow, that was amazing.
The heck? How'd you do that? You got a good arm. You threw that all the way from Tennessee.
Clinch River coffee smells so good. It tastes good, too. But man, this smell, I wish you could smell. Even if you don't like to drink coffee, if you're like a child, you can still smell because, wow. Okay. So, get your own on Etsy. The link is in the description, and there's a code to get a discount, yes?
Yes. Type in promo code JPandBeyond for 25% off.
That's
25% off.
Put in our name for 25?
25.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
So, go get yourself some coffee, and now, on to the rest of the show.
All right, so today we have a game for you where we are going to test our improvisational skills, basically. So Emily has took the liberty of finding some really random photos online of people doing maybe weird things. We have no idea what they are yet because she hasn't shown us.
I've never seen them. Yep,
So
haven't seen
she
them.
found some random pictures of people or things. So each of us are going to look at three different pictures, and then we're going to come up with the backstory of this photo, which we have no idea what it is, but we're going to make one up. And then Emily's going to choose who did the better story for their picture for each round. And I don't know what the winner gets, but...
The winner gets coffee, I think.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's your loss. So
I guess you get coffee no matter what, because
I'll get the prize, and you could say if you win or not. Okay, round one. Oh my goodness. So, this is a meeting at, where is this? It's the masterfile.com business meeting. This lady here, she was brought in, her name is Susan. She was brought in from the local jail to give a presentation. And what happened was it got extra exciting when they learned that she was an acrobat and used to work for the circus. So Susan, who used to work for the circus, was a convict now, and they invited her into Masterfile.com's business meeting just to shake things up. And you can see there the boss is very into it, and it's a breakthrough. They didn't know what they were going to do before, but now they're going to make stock images. That's what they're going to do. Susan and the boss's name is Joe.
So she inspired them? They were in a creative funk or something? They didn't know what...
Right. So they asked the local jail if they had any creative people, and they're like, yeah, Susan. She used to be in the circus. So they let her come and help them out.
Why does it have to be jail, though?
'Cause she's wearing a jumpsuit.
Oh, like I was wondering how jail got thrown in there. That doesn't really look like a jumpsuit, but okay.
It's
jail.
It's an upscale jail. It's the Master File business meeting.
Sure is.
Creative briefing meeting, I think.
I'm gonna spin you a little tale here. Okay. So here we go. And ba-doop-ba-doop. Okay. Oh yes, this is lovely, of course. So here we have Mordecai.
Is Mordecai the chicken or the man?
Oh, yeah, I should clarify. No, that's the man.
Okay.
He kind of like abandoned his like life in his urban life. You know, he wanted to get away from the city and all that. So he just kind of went out into, you know, amongst the nature, the forest and the trees, and kind of built a little hut there and raised his own animals to provide food for him. So here you see he's got his rooster. Now the rooster's name is Henry. Yeah, just Henry. I was about to say Henrietta, but roosters are men, so no.
Roosters are roosters.
Yeah. So he's got his
roosters
rooster.
are male. Yes, that's what you mean.
Roosters are men.
He has his rooster Henry here now. You can see he's like spewing water into its face. That's just.
I do see that.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
Well, he's just bathing it. Yeah, like he didn't have a lot of water left at the time, so the little bit that he did had, it was also his drinking water, so he had to be careful not to, use it all. So he's like, he's drinking, but then he's also like, bathing the rooster, just trying to, do both. But he's running low on water here.
Where does Mordecai and Henry live now? That they don't live in their typical rural home.
Oh, I think they're somewhere in the, I don't know, a place where there's a forest. I think he's.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was gonna name a state, but I don't know what states have forests, and I didn't want to be stupid and get it wrong.
Most of them, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say Colorado, but I feel like that's gonna be the one place that doesn't have a forest, and I don't know anything.
You say. Yeah.
So Mordecai lives in the woods, raises animals, and shoots them with water from his mouth when he's.
That's because he's running low on drinking water.
Yeah, times are rough, so he has to.
Right.
Yeah, he has to bathe and drink.
Okay.
Good job on round 1, everyone.
Thank you. So we're not going to get our scores till the end, because what fun would that be?
Yeah,
right?
no.
Sure, let's just keep the show going.
Okay, all right, my turn. Oh, no. This is outside the Affleck office. They're waiting, for their insurance claims to go through, and that's about it. The problem is the duck on the left ran into the car of the two ducks in the middle and the right. They were going to church, I think. They're dressed up nicely and they got rear-ended, and they luckily they all had the same insurance company. I don't know why they picked Affleck, but that's what they did. They picked that, and
I could think of a couple reasons why.
Well, they felt that they felt that they really could connect with the personality of that company, so that's what they did.
Sure.
And so you can see that they're all pretty okay with it. I mean, they just want to get their claim through, and they're doing it in person because they were right there outside the office. What really happened was the guy, I guess let's just call him Mo, the duck on the left. He was distracted because they were driving, and there's like a bread store right next to him. So he turned his head and he ran into the other two. Yeah.
Now, why are they duck heads on human bodies?
What?
Why? Yeah. See, why do they have human bodies and they're duck heads?
Oh, they have human bodies. Oh.
I was just wondering if there was an explanation. Like where the heck did they come from? But because
everybody's like that.
I've never seen them. They must live in somewhere where.
Nope, they live on Earth. They just work for Affleck. they just have Affleck insurance. It's a side effect of having that insurance company for a prolonged period of time.
Okay.
They start to look like it, but
dang,
that's pretty normal.
I haven't seen that before, so
you don't get out much. I guess you're like stuck at home or something. I guess I don't know.
All right, my turn. Okay. So what you're looking at here is the aftermath of so this guy in the chicken costume. We'll call him Jim. Now there was he went to he tried to cause a scene. He went to like one of those like animal rights like protesting. They were just protesting, the eating. They were vegans and they were outside of meat industry. You know, one of those
Packing places where they make it.
yeah.
Where they make the nugs.
Chicken farms.
Murder houses, whatever you want to call them.
Where they make chicken pot pies.
Yeah.
So here comes Jim. Now he's kind of, teasing them, and it starts off kind of, he's not really doing anything that's against the law. They're on their side, he's on his, and he's just kind of, he's doing some chicken dances and all that, and just making a scene, clucking at them. Things get a little ugly when he starts throwing eggs at them. So he's
no.
Yeah, he brought a carton of eggs with him, and he just starts like whipping them, like, cracking people in the head and stuff like that.
He was throwing eggs at vegans.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good reason to get arrested, I think. Throwing eggs at anybody.
They think it's murder, and they're throwing the eggs at him.
That would be mean.
So yeah, he just went a little overboard, and so they had to call the cops on him, and the cop took him to, for some reason, I think they're in one of those like
a soundstage?
a soundstage where it's just all white.
Yeah, okay.
It was the nearest place, that he can just pull him away. He just took him to this like theater and took him in the back and arrested him because he felt awkward doing it out in public. He didn't want to be seen arresting the chicken man. He was after the real big bad guys. He always wanted to, bust a big drug dealer. He doesn't want to be seen just catching, Chicken Jim. Like, Chicken Jim, that's not, what...
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, that's the story there. So
is there a reason that the police officer is also just wearing a costume and not a real police officer?
What are you talking about? That's standard uniform where he's from.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a small little town. All these pictures are from small little somewheres.
Okay.
Round 3, final round.
All right. Oh wow. That's awesome.
This is the finale round. It's gotta be,
it's amazing.
Spectacular.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, this is in Italy, where they combine. They have a enormous pizza festival every year, and this year these are the founders of the enormous pizza festival in Italy. His name is Willie, and her name is something Italian. I can't pronounce it.
Velveeta.
No, she was not named after the cheese. And this year they decided they always do something on top of the giant pizza that they make, because they just can't eat it all. That's kind of gross. It's too big and it like takes up they can't really serve it and eat it. They try at first to eat a little bit, and then once everybody's full, they do some sort of activity on it. And this year they chose soccer. So Willie and I can't pronounce her name because it's too Italian. They look like they're on the same team, but they're on opposing teams. It's sort of like a pickup game. Anybody could join who submitted pizza for the giant pizza festival.
I'm surprised.
Nice.
I'm surprised his wheel chair is able to kind of
maneuver in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He got stuck.
Yeah, you think it'd get stuck really easily.
That's why he's the goalie.
Right, that's why he's the goalie. This was moments before he slipped, fell over.
Oh no!
And
that would have been a more interesting picture.
I know, but
I want
they
to see
took
the
picture.
second.
Yeah, this is the first one. He was slipping, he fell and splat. Yeah.
So was he a professional player, or he's just one of the community that took part in the pizza making? So he's just out there playing. He's pretty old, but he's
No, they have nothing. They're not athletic at all. Neither of them.
Okay.
She's got a uniform though.
Well, yeah, it was a part of the festival this year.
Oh.
The enormous pizza festival.
Oh, okay.
The whole community gets together and makes one enormous pizza. And then this year, the theme was soccer, so...
Wow, what were some of the themes in the past? What else did they do on the big pizza?
Well, the first year they didn't do anything. They thought, this is a big pizza, that's cool. But then they're like, you know what, this is boring, we should do something with the pizza later. They did bowling one time. There's little sardine pins and meatball bowling balls they did. A lot of times it's sports, just because they're not very creative.
Not very creative. They made a gigantic pizza. That's pretty creative.
Well, I mean, with the themes, yeah. It also, the reviews came in, it tasted okay. Not the best pizza they've ever had, but better than Little Caesars.
final round for me. Here we go. Story time. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Now you might be wondering what's going on here.
I am wondering that. Jesse, what's going on there?
So this is one of those. There was like a great like race where people like it almost like kind of like a soapbox, but like everyone kind of designed their own their own carts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
so
a vehicle.
Yeah. Kind of like the Little Rascals one. Yeah. So everyone was coming up with their own designs. This lady really obsessed with shoes and glamour and all that. So her design was a shoe mobile. So she's riding her shoe bike, and so they were racing through the lush fields. Like
It's gloomy looking.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't. Well, the weather wasn't that great that day, but everyone was. There was too much. They didn't want to cancel. Everyone came. People came from all over the country to do this. It's a big thing in this small town. Once again, we're in a small town. So anyway, so she was racing, and then so throughout the race, they have a bunch of gimmicks. Little obstacles that they like to put. So one of them is the cat walk. Get it? Like cat walk.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So it's so they have this light, and then they'll just kind of have a steady traffic of cats, just kind of walking past. So you have to.
It's like
stop.
an obstacle.
Yeah. You gotta stop. If the light, you gotta watch the light, make sure no cats are coming through. So they like to have fun with stuff like that.
I could see that obstacle going bad.
Well, there was one year, but they kind of they don't really talk about that one.
Okay.
The incident.
But they kept doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that? Did she win? What's her name?
Her? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't even say her name. That's Gwendolyn. She got second place. If there wasn't a cat walking past here, she would have got first because the person right in front of her, he was driving a giant banana, and so he made it just before the cat entered the crosswalk. So
she seems okay with it. she seems like she's fine.
Yeah, they have fun with it. They're just having a good time. No one's overly competitive.
Okay, yeah.
And she's flashing her gangster sign. That's her.
That's her sign.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I would watch that race.
So would I. I did because that's why I know about it.
You did. That's how you knew about it, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Very good. That was a good round.
Great pictures. Thank you for
yes, thank you
tracking
for
those
blessing
down.
us with those photos.
You're welcome. All right, so for judging, I'm just gonna go based off of which ones I thought were more entertaining, more creative, just all around.
Sounds fair.
Who was better? Good way to judge. Okay.
Good way, yes.
Yeah, just a better story.
All right.
Round one, remember, was Susan against Henry the chicken
Rooster.
rooster. And I'm gonna say Jesse won that round.
Yes.
Because it was just more creative. And also, sorry Jonason, but I had to knock you down a little bit because I don't think that looks like a jail outfit. I get where you see that, but then it's also like slacks, I think.
Yeah, well, I think they wear slacks in jail.
I don't think they wear slacks in jail. Yeah, that was just a weird thing.
Well, so is doing backhand stand flips on a table, but okay.
I guess that's true.
Which, funny enough, that was probably the most normal picture out of all of them that we saw.
Yeah. Round two, I'm also gonna give to Jesse. I'm sorry.
what?
That one was the closest one, and I couldn't decide, and I was thinking about it the whole entire time. He's throwing eggs at vegans, and that's funny to me.
Right.
But I did think that was really clever that it was Affleck for yours, Jonason, because I didn't think of Affleck.
Yeah, I love how quick that immediately just said,
Yeah.
this is at the Affleck office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They feel comfortable going to Affleck because, they're ducks, so.
They relate to the brand.
Yeah, they can relate.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
okay.
Round three, I'm gonna give to Jonason because that was funny.
Okay.
Yay. Okay.
So congratulations, Jesse, overall winner.
Can I have your prize? Because it's coffee and I'll drink it.
You may have the coffee.
Aw, thank you.
Yes. You enjoy that. You smell it all the day long.
Come over and smell it later when you're allowed to come over.
Someday.
Or you could buy some with the code JPNBeyond and get 25% off. That's like a whole fourth. That's nuts. I was only
Yep.
going to give our fans 10% off, but you can, whatever, if you like them.
I don't need the coffee. I could just give Emily money and just be like, here.
Okay.
Like, if I felt
I mean,
like...
sure. I won't say no to that.